This is Diablo 3. Let me show you. Let me show you. This is Diablo 3. This one. Exactly this one, dude. Wait, okay? Wait for it. Wait for it. There you go. So what's this? Mouse skill, primary. Right? And inside primary, you have these passives. Primary. Under primary, you have these passives. So this is the one that gains meter. The spender.
Which for me, that was my resource generator. And then
Defensive.
Tier, you get your core abilities, which are your major damage dealing resource spenders. Tier 3 were defensive abilities, Tier 4 brawling, Tier 5 weapon mastery, and then there are your ultimate abilities, and finally there is a tier of these powerful.
The same thing. It's the same fucking thing. Just want to throw a little bit about the context about that clip. It was me reacting to Force Gaming video, link in the description. Great watch, by the way. He talks about the beta he's been playing among other people that have been selected to play this closed beta. It really puzzles me how obvious it was that while the system might look a bit different, in reality it's just building up over building up over the Diablo 3 systems, which that doesn't necessarily mean is bad. If you like Diablo 3, you're gonna like this. Is the problem has been that they're trying to sell us that Diablo 4 is gonna be like more like Diablo 2. No, it's not like Diablo 3, or it looks a lot like Diablo 2, feels like Diablo 2, plays like Diablo 2, and in the end it's just a way of doing marketing with Diablo 4 that I don't think is true at all. Like, I don't see anything related to Diablo 2. It's just an upgrade over Diablo 3, which again is not bad if you like Diablo 3. But for players like myself that we enjoy more Diablo 2, and now we're enjoying PO Path of Exile, like Diablo 3 was not the right direction. I don't think it's truthful. For example, how they should it, post a Twitter about this, and then this is the link, where they mentioned that Diablo 4 feels like a Memphis predecessor, which is fair. And mostly Diablo 2, they will keep talking about how dark it is. And all that is like a mix of things that make them feel like Diablo 2. And that's fine, that's their opinion. The problem is I see a lot of these opinions on the internet, not only from the media, but also from the community. Here we have, for example, definitely a different vibe from Diablo 3, when there are core mechanics, not only the skills, I want to see a bit more in detail, but also the Paragon level. Even the drops themselves look like Diablo 3. So it's this feeling like the media is trying to sell you that Diablo 4 feels like Diablo 2, probably because it's a way of marketing that Blizzard wants. And then the player base that probably wants it to be more like Diablo 2 just because that's what they enjoyed in the past. Or this because Diablo 2 has like more reputation. And they just hope that it's going to be true without anything that really makes you believe that it does feel like Diablo 2. I'm gonna use the GameSpot video, the release, but I'm gonna use the gameplay on their spot. As you can see, they make a comparison with Diablo 3. You can see, right? You can see here, right, the different skills categorized by type of skills, in which they have different runes that alter significantly how the skill functions, the damage, the scaling, the type of damage. If throws more projectiles, less projectiles, more area of effect, less area of effect, is an aura, is a curse, and so on. The people that play Diablo 3 probably know what I'm talking about. And now they're gonna jump right into how this feels completely different from Diablo 4. Diablo 3 dimension is a bit more strict in what it allows the player to do, and how Diablo 4 allows more the player. But as you can see, you have the categories the same way. See, the tree looks good, it's like interesting. You have first part, you have a second part, but it still is categorized in type of skills. Still, you have runes that allow you to improve those skills with further points. In this case, in Diablo 3, you have it for free, yeah. You just need to force yourself into picking one. And the problem is not as you have the skills with subcategories or sub points to further invest into them. The problem is that you have types of skills. You have spenders, you have meter generators, you have defensive skills, and the problem with a tree like that is gonna be like the ones that further on top are gonna be easy invest, and then obviously you're gonna want to progress to the tree going down because they're gonna be more powerful. That's why you invest in them. But the fundamental problem is categorizing your type of skills in such a strict way. So to me, this is very frustrating because it's Blizzard again making the same mistake that they did in Diablo 3, and making builds very strict and make builds be played in a certain way, putting skills in subcategories where the player needs to choose from inside those categories, narrowing down the options, and more importantly, it's gonna be a further problem as you scale into the game. Obviously, in an RPG, there are always gonna be options. Developers always are gonna need to give players choices. Infinite choices are impossible. Infinite builds are impossible. There's always gonna be a meta, even with balance. There are always gonna be builds that shine over the others. I'm not talking about making the perfect game. I'm talking about making a game that has options, that has real options that matter, and that lets the players discover the game the way they want. And I don't think Diablo 4 is gonna be that way because it does feel a lot like the systems in Diablo 3. Now, with all this being said, you might like Diablo 3, nothing wrong with that. So I think Diablo 4 is gonna be a great game for you, trying to end in a positive way. Like, if you really enjoy Diablo 3, you like a toned down game where the options cannot go wrong, where everything is safe, Diablo 4 is gonna be probably a good game for you. And it's fine. Maybe Diablo 4, regarding on all these problems, ends up being a good game with a good scaling, a variety of builds. We don't know much about other systems in the game. For example, the Paragon system can be the solution to this lack of options in the core of the game. I can see the Paragon tree being a good mechanic to help in the diversity. What the Paragon tree mustn't do is just keep building on the scaling early on. And instead, the Paragon tree hopefully gives the player more options, regardless of its class, build, or year. If the Paragon tree is gonna be like giving small bonuses here and there, players with certain builds are always gonna gravitate towards certain point of notes. Probably Diablo 4 will have a big problem. So as a final note, I guess that while there's reasons to be negative, at the end we really don't know. It's just that I thought that this was interesting to share. I know it's really talk about that. Tell me what you think on the comments. And as I say, nothing wrong if you like Diablo 3 and you're excited because Diablo 4 looks like a Diablo 3 but improved. That should be very good news for you. But I think there's gonna be also a lot of players that feel a bit frustrated and feel like the direction of Diablo 4 might not be the one they were expecting or hoping for. So, hey, there are always going to be divided opinions. At the end, we'll see if we enjoy the game. Believe me when I say that I hope that Diablo 4 is a good game, regardless of what type of game it is. It's just that, in a way, I don't think bad designs can make up for good games. But perhaps I'm wrong. Hopefully I am. I'll try to make more videos with Diablo 4 before release, trying to share any point of view I have regarding the game, positive or negative. Feel free to share any comment on what you think about this system in Diablo 4. And yeah, see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.